Hi guys, welcome to ELI, the place where you get your daily dose of inspiration for entrepreneurship. And today we have with us Mr. Siddhant Gupta, who is the founder of Cooktube, a social recipe platform where they publish short and engaging cooking videos for audience across India. Siddhant has attended Leigh Ross's International School of Hotel Management. Siddhant has worked for 3 years in food service industry before starting his own venture called Cooktube. So, hi Siddhant, welcome to Entrepreneur Launch of India.
Hi Priya, how are you? Thanks for having me here.
Siddhant, would you mind introducing yourself to our audience?
Yeah, sure. So, hi guys. I'm sorry. My name is Siddhant Gupta, and I'm from Delhi. I was born, brought up in Delhi, and I did my schooling from Delhi itself, from GD Goenka Public School, and then I went on to pursue my hotel management from Switzerland, from the Roche International School of Hotel Management,
Mhm.
which is one of the best hotel management schools in the world. It's in the top three.
Right.
And after that, between you know uh, my studies, we had the opportunity to do some internships. So one of internships I did was in New York City, wherein I was there for 5 months,
Mhm.
and I did all sorts of things in the hotel. And after that, I started my two restaurants, which without any experience of the industry, which failed terribly.
Okay.
So when I was closing down the restaurants, I had the idea of starting Cooktube. So that's how I started Cooktube.
And tell us a bit about the venture you have built, Cooktube.
So Cooktube is basically a recipe platform. Our main USP is to create short and engaging recipe videos
Mhm.
using ingredients which are easily available in the market or are currently present in the kitchens of uh, the
Right.
people in India.
Mm.
So we do fusion recipes, we do new kinds of recipes, but with easy ingredients that are easily available and with cooking methods which can easily be done on a single gas stove.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of the brand value, like we have worked with some national level Indian companies who are you know present on the stock exchange as well,
Mhm.
and we've created multiple videos for them.
Okay.
So that's what primarily our business is to create recipe videos and integrate products
Okay.
and do advertising for these big companies, big food companies specifically.
So I also visited your YouTube channel and Facebook. I think you have got a lot of followers on Facebook, about 1 million, if I'm not wrong. Very
Yeah, we have more.
go on.
Yeah, sorry, you were saying something.
No, I was just saying this is a very interesting YouTube channel. I think the videos are very short and engaging.
Thank you.
So now I would like to get into the personal side of being an entrepreneur. Would like to know, when did you think of becoming an entrepreneur and doing something of your own?
So it's not like I thought about anything or thought about becoming an entrepreneur after I graduated.
Okay.
Since my childhood, specifically being very specific, since the ninth grade, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, always wanted to get into the hospitality industry and, open something of my own.
Okay.
So ninth grade was when I decided that I want to do hotel management.
Mm.
And then after I completed my graduation, I started two restaurants. One failed, the other failed. And when the second one was, closing down, so I found my passion in those 2.5 years of my restaurant career,
Okay.
that I'm more interested in the cooking part of the hospitality industry, more in the kitchen. So that's where I had the idea of starting, a recipe website and creating new recipes and stuff like that. So that's when I, collaborated with one of my childhood friends,
Okay.
my co-founder. We're both co-founders of Cooktube. His name is Gaurav Monga.
Okay.
So, that's when we started this venture in 2015. We had the idea, then we got our website built and, stuff like that. So we primarily started from January. After starting that, for the first 2 years, we faced a lot of problems since this was something very new to us.
Right.
We were learning things, we were making mistakes and learning from our mistakes. So, after that, we reached a point we had to pivot a little from the initial idea that we had for Cooktube. And that pivoting helped us shape what we are today. We have a huge following on social media. We
Right.
have, over 100 million views uh, collectively from all social media channels, and over 1 million likes and subscribers collectively from all social media handles. And we have a great engagement, and uh, a lot of people watch our videos and they appreciate, they message us saying that it's a very good concept.
Right.
So yeah, that was just a brief of the journey that we've had so far.
Right. So, as you mentioned, you have failed multiple times. In fact, your first two ventures, first year and second venture failed. Uh, uh, so, how
Yeah.
did your family react to it when you thought of becoming an entrepreneur? That is number one. Then, when you failed multiple times, I think that also bring a lot, great deal of stress to the family, right? So, how did they react to it? Did they support you? How was it?
So so basically, my father, he has one ideology that you do what you have to do. Don't think about failing or succeeding.
Hmm.
Just keep on working. And he always says that no matter how hard it gets or no matter how hard it is, just keep on moving, and soon you'll realize that you are where you want to be.
Right.
So that's what I followed. And I always wanted to do something in the food space.
Hmm.
And after failing in the restaurants, I thought that is not something that I want to do, which I had initially wanted to.
Hmm.
And then suddenly the startup India uh, thing came in when the prime minister announced that. And that's what also boosted us. And we were one of the first uh, influencers on in this particular space,
Okay.
in the short food video. So now you see that there are a lot of people doing it,
Right.
but a lot of them are bloggers who film with their phones and stuff. But
Hmm.
we have an in-house studio and we have a professional team doing it for us. So it's not like it's not professional or something. And that's basically it.
Right. And did you have financial runway to pursue this thing? Initially, you started with restaurant, so that would require some investment. Then,
Uh-huh.
pivoting the model, that would again need the investment. So, how did you manage the funds? Anything on that?
See, both the restaurants and this particular Cooktube venture
Hmm.
are self-funded. We don't have any external funding.
Right.
So, obviously the restaurants were definitely, my father invested a lot of money into my restaurants.
Hmm.
And then, for this particular venture, Cooktube, when I failed the first two restaurants, so I asked my father that, this is the amount of money I want for this particular venture, which was very minimal. We are still bootstrapping.
Hmm.
So I asked him that, okay, this is the amount of money which is going to, which I want to invest in this particular thing, which is very nominal, I feel.
Hmm.
And me and Gaurav invested that same amount, and still, uh, initially, what we had thought that we're going to invest, we ended up saving some money,
Hmm.
you know. And after that, after making mistakes, after learning about this industry, and after, getting some followers, getting some advertisers on board,
Right.
we got self-sufficient, you
Okay.
know.
Hmm.
We didn't have to take any external funding or external money from our parents
Hmm.
to run the company.
Right. So, throw some light on how were your initial days, like what was the first thing you did when you started Cooktube, and then how did you find your co-founders or your team for that matter?
So initially, when I go back to our starting days,
Mm.
we didn't have an office, we didn't have a studio or anything. We used to work from home, and Gaurav, being one of my closest friends, I know Gaurav since nursery.
Okay.
So there was his place, and in his backyard we set up a studio,
Okay.
and which didn't work out.
Mm.
The first 2-3 videos that we shot, we didn't know anything about filmmaking or anything. We just saw a couple of videos online how to film it, how to do that.
Mm.
So that video part failed.
Okay.
How to, because we were not able to get what we wanted.
Mm. Mm.
So we thought that, we need to have a proper office and a studio, not a proper studio, but a studio just to make it happen. So we got a basement office, and set up a studio in a very Indian way, if you know what I mean, like with not proper equipments and stuff like that, because we didn't have the money,
Mm.
the resources, and the knowledge to set up a studio. But we still, we were very confident that we will achieve what we want in some time if we keep trying.
Okay.
As you know, that perseverance is the key.
Exactly.
So yeah, we got some initial response from our viewers, because we were gaining a lot of um, new likes and new audiences, because we were one of the first in the space, as I said.
Right.
So people were liking our videos, and seeing that, we sort of started improving our videos.
Mm.
And then we hired a production team, editors and chefs and all that. So under their supervision, and our review system, because we take care of attention to detail, because in the hospitality school that I went, they emphasized a lot on attention to detail,
Okay.
each and everything.
Mm.
So that sort of the improvement in the video quality and the number of viewers and the number of likes that we were getting, we started getting advertisers on board,
Hmm.
you know, and we started getting multiple
How,
videos from
how,
them,
how did you
references.
find the advertiser? Did they reach you, or how was it?
No, initially we reached them. We went to food conventions and
Okay.
all these food uh,
Hmm.
conventions that have all these brands showcase their products and all. So
Right.
we used to go there, pitch to them that okay, this is our product, this is the kind of audience that we'll be giving you,
Right.
and stuff like that. So the first advertiser that we met for the first time in our
Hmm.
life, in the lifetime of this company, so he said, yes, I like the idea. We will take 6 videos from you. If you prove the first video, we'll give you 6 more videos.
Okay.
So yeah, we created first video. We were very nervous because it was the first time we were, integrating a product into our video.
Right.
So we did a lot of research, uh, seeing that how should we, showcase the video, what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, because this was something which had never been done. You
Right.
know,
First time is
we were
very
sort of paving our own path.
right.
We created this business for us. Other than product placement and these kind of videos,
Hmm.
uh, product placement was done in movies or serials or stuff like that,
Hmm.
but never in food videos on you know talking about TV food shows. That's a different story. That's something which is being broadcasted, but
On,
not.
on YouTube also, I think there are multiple channels who make very subtle product placement. For example, the uh, technical videos that come out discussing about mobile
Yeah,
phones and all. So their
yeah,
product placement happens, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in the food space, there wasn't any sort of product placement happening on digital platforms.
mhm.
So yeah, we did that. They liked the video. They gave us 6 videos. Then obviously we went out to these food conventions again, pitched to you know uh,
Hmm.
clients, their advertisers. We collected data manually with the visiting cards and all, and we feed it into uh,
Okay.
our database and all.
Mhm.
So yeah, we kept on pushing. We kept on sending emailers. We kept on connecting with people on LinkedIn, messaging them.
Hmm.
So that's how we created our clientele. Like, reaching out to them. It was not easy. I mean, everything looks very well published and very well polished now.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was not easy. Like we were for the first 2 years of Cooktube,
Okay.
we didn't make a single rupee.
Right.
We were, just trying to think that how can we monetize this particular
Hmm.
website,
Okay.
or let alone a YouTube channel.
Right.
We started last year.
Right.
We were not there on Instagram before last year,
Hmm.
but in about 16 months, we grew from 4,500 followers to 160,000 followers
Right.
in just 16 months.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's.
Right. So, based on what you planned initially, how far have you reached in terms of milestones, and where is the end point? What is your vision?
So to be very honest, from where we started and where we are right now, I didn't think at one point of time, I didn't think that we would reach so far,
Hmm.
because when we were not monetizing, we had technical problems in our website.
Hmm.
So we thought that this is not working. We should not invest any more money into this. But then we thought that, this video, let's try this video thing. Let's hire one editor and try it for some time. If it works, it works. Otherwise, we'll close it down, you know. And I would still say we are in the expansion stage. We have some future plans now, and we are, in looking for some external funding now in our company, looking to expand, get into new revenue streams for us. So yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time that when we close a deal with one of the seed investors or an angel investor or a VC fund, and yeah, our next goal is to create an app. I wouldn't talk much about what it is going to be,
Okay.
but yeah, our next approach is going to build an app
Mm.
and get some external funding and do a lot of extensive marketing.
Okay. So speaking of revenue streams, I think there are many such entrepreneurs out there who are trying to make something uh, that is a YouTube channel or that is an Instagram handle and make revenue out of it. Can so you mentioned two streams of revenue. One is the uh, advertisement revenue you get from YouTube or Google, and then there is the product placement revenue.
Mhm.
Apart from these two
Yeah.
revenue sources, is there anything else how you can monetize your content?
Yeah, we are doing video production for other food companies and other food channels, in fact.
Hmm.
Since we have a studio and all of them like the style of the video making that we do.
Right.
So there are some food companies that do not publish their videos with us, that do not want to advertise with us, but only want to get the videos made. So we do that for a lot of companies, and then there are other food channels which I won't name them, but there are other food channels and other websites who get these videos made from us.
Okay. Right.
So that's the third revenue stream that we have currently.
Mhm. So
And also, actually, there's another revenue stream for us. We do food styling in TV commercials
okay,
as well. Uh, so that's another, you know, revenue stream for us.
interesting. Okay, so I think we are very short of time now. We will rush the session now. Coming to my next question, how do you compare entrepreneurship with a 9 to 5 job?
So see, entrepreneur takes a lot of courage and perseverance.
Mm.
You know, people often say that you need to fail and stuff like that. It's important to fail, but not everybody has that luxury to fail and then start again.
Right.
You know,
Mm.
so first you need to understand that if you really want to be an entrepreneur,
Mm.
you just don't get up and say that I want to be an entrepreneur. You need to have some kind of passion
Right.
and some kind of drive to be an entrepreneur.
Mm.
If you cannot work 24/7, like being an entrepreneur, you have to be on your toes and work 24/7. But you have the luxury of working from anywhere you want
Mm.
and whenever you want.
Right.
So there's a difference between an entrepreneur and a wantrepreneur. You don't want to be a wantrepreneur. You need to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
So that's
How does it
all I have to say.
compare with a 9 to 5 job? Uh,
So comparing with, yeah, that's what I said, that you can work on your terms. You
mm.
don't have to be in office at 9. You can work from home. You can work from your bed. at whatever time you want,
Hmm.
and you don't have to answer to anyone. You are there on your own. Find a mentor or whatever, and it's not like you're just getting a, a, a fixed salary every month. You have that chance to build something, and you know be a big businessman or a big entrepreneur and earn the kind of money that you always wanted to.
Right.
So that's what I think. And obviously, you're creating something. You're not doing the same tasks every day. You come across challenges, and as a person being an entrepreneur, you learn and grow a lot.
Right. Right. And
So that's what I feel is the difference between a 9 to 5 and being an entrepreneur.
hmm. Can you tell how our audience can start their entrepreneurial journey? How they can become get on board the train and start their own venture? How they can do it?
See, first of all, I would say that find that particular passion. If you're passionate about singing, if you're passionate about cooking, anything, mechanics or anything that you're passionate, find your passion, and then start thinking that how can I make money out of my passion.
Hmm.
My passion is cooking.
Right.
So it took me 2 years of failing in Cooktube to find how I can make money out of cooking,
Right.
you know, and start small. Do not start big, have a minimal viable product,
Hmm.
and take advantage of the startup ecosystem that is there in the country now.
Hmm.
Like, you can register yourself in the MSME, and there's Startup India to help you. There's a lot of VC funds if you have a great idea, or you do a lot of you start small and then you scale.
So a lot of entrepreneurs speak about, also you have mentioned the term minimum viable product, or sometimes called as MVP. Can you tell our audience
Yeah.
what that particular thing is?
So minimal viable product is basically bootstrapping, getting your product out there at a minimal price. If you want to build a very big website, right? So you start small, invest a small amount in it,
Hmm.
and then see where your website is going, or whatever venture you want to get into, how that is going, and then scale it up. Not invest a lot of money at the start. And I would also want to add that being an entrepreneur and being a successful entrepreneur,
Hmm.
perseverance is the key to becoming successful. Like, uh, you know, you need to just keep on going, keep on improving.
Hmm.
But yeah, you also have to see that if something is working or not.
Right.
It's not always that, something which is not working and you still keep on going, then that's something which is not right. And you need to analyze your situation.
Okay. It's called pivoting. You have to keep changing the
I'm
course.
sorry?
So, in technical terms, it's called pivoting, right? Where you change the course of, if something is not working, then you change the direction. Correct me if I'm.
Priya, could you repeat that? Your voice was breaking at that time.
So, uh, I said the thing you mentioned. Is it called pivoting?
Yeah, pivoting is something that we also did. We started making money because we pivoted. So
Right.
pivoting is very important because not all ideas work
Hmm.
at once. Maybe in your mind you have something, and the market is something completely different.
Right.
So you need to pivot and have that product market fit
Hmm.
to be a successful entrepreneur.
Uh, I think I'm just left with one more question. Rather, it is
Yeah.
not a question, but what would be your final message to our audience who are potential entrepreneurs or future founders of the different companies? What would you tell to them?
See, first and foremost is that I would say find your passion and perseverance is the key to becoming successful. And obviously, consistency. You need to be consistent in what you do. So these are my two main, uh, beliefs that I have, which has brought me this far.
Hmm.
That
Perseverance
you
and
know you will fail
hmm,
somewhere at you will make mistakes. It's just that you have to improve and keep on going forward.
right.
That's my main belief. Like I've summed it up. No other long discussion about this. Perseverance and consistency is and improvement is the key.
Right. Well, it was a pleasure to have you here at ELI. I think our audience would have got lifetime lessons from this video. Thanks for your time, Siddhant, and our best wishes
Thank
for
you so
the
much.
future.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you, Priya.
Thank you. Uh, Viewers, you can follow Siddhant on LinkedIn by searching for Siddhant Gupta. Also, you can visit Cooktube official website by typing cooktube.in, or you can simply visit Cooktube channel on YouTube or Facebook. I think you already are. So, whom do you want to have here at ELI for next episode? Do let me know in comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. We will be back before you know it. Stay tuned to Entrepreneur Lounge of India. Bye bye.